Hi, I am the book lady, and I have brought some wonderful books for you. Now, one of the books I'm reading, I read several years ago, but it's such a good book and such a good story, and the illustrations, that means pictures, are wonderful that I brought it back because guess what? We're kind of celebrating Christmas, and so why not? But we're going to start out with this book. It's by Tracy Corduroy. Isn't that an interesting name? And it's called The Boy and the Bear. And it's a sweet, sweet story. So why don't we start? Now I'm going to tell you from the very beginning, the bear cannot talk because bears don't talk. All right. Remember I said we always look at the cover page? Do you see what's going on there? That's the boy. And it looks like he's making paper airplanes and drawing. It's nice. I love the illustrations in this. Once upon a time, there lived a boy who wanted to play. But all the best games like seesaw and catch and hide and seek needed two to play. And the boy was all alone. There was a bear, but Bear was a bear, not a boy who wanted to play. Besides, Bear was shy, too shy even to say hello. Then one summer morning, as the boy sat alone, a paper boat bobbed across the water. On the boat was a message. It said, "Boo!" But who would say boo? Wondered the boy. Oh, a best friend would say boo. That's who. He quickly wrote back, "Boo to you too." And he sailed his boat across the water. Then what should come back but another boat? Play? Yes, wrote the boy, and when? He waited and waited. Then, now, came the reply. And out came Bear. "Oh, it's you," the boy sighed. I thought it might be a best friend." Bear hung his head and turned to go. Wait, come back. Would you like to play hide and seek? With an eager nod, Bear tiptoed off to hide, and the boys started to count. "Ready or not, here I come." But Bear wasn't very good at hide and seek. No, he wasn't. And he was too heavy for seesaw. The next day they tried catch. That didn't work either. Bear couldn't play the boys' games. We'll just have to think of something else," the boy said. Then one autumn morning, Bear did think of something. He started to build a tree house. "Oh, can I help?" asked the boy. He passed Bear the logs, and Bear tied them in place. And at last, they finished the treehouse together. Oh, that is so awesome. There was a window to gaze out of at the moon, and a chair big enough for two. Oh, Bear, look what we've made. Oh, it's perfect. They stayed in their treehouse until the leaves tumbled down and the first snowflakes fell. Then one morning, the boy found a small frosty boat on the pond. I must go. Oh no! Bear? Bear! But there was no bear anywhere. The boy thought of his friend through the long, chilly days and the dark, starry nights. He waited all through winter. Winter can be kind of long. Bear, where are you? Are you asleep? But the boy's words froze solid on the icy pond. See, he sent the boats out with the messages, and the pond is frozen now, so they're just sitting there. Well, then one spring morning, as the sun rose, the boy saw 3 boats bobbing on the water. I'm awake. I missed you. Are you there? Oh, yes, I'm here. But where are you? And out of the trees came the boy's best friend. Bear. And I adore this last picture. You know what they're giving each other is a bear hug. That's a bear hug. A bear hug is, Isn't that a sweet book? But see, in the winter, bears have to go hibernate. That means they go somewhere where everyone leaves them alone and they sleep all winter. But in the spring, they wake up. So the boy got his friend back in the spring. Yeah, and so I made a boat. See, it says, boo. And then I have missed you. Missed you. I just think this is such a sweet book. The Boy and the Bear. Really, really liked this book. I hope you liked it too. Now let's go on to our next book. It's called Dasher. Oh, this is a good one. You're gonna like this one. It's by Matt Tavares. Oh yeah, here we go. Now, there are some words in here you might not understand, so I'm going to tell you ahead of time. You know what a circus is, right? But what is a menagerie? Menagerie, can you say that word? Menagerie. It's just a whole lot of animals. They don't necessarily do tricks, but they're just a whole lot of animals. Yeah, all different kinds. Life was not easy for the reindeer family of J.P. Finnegan's traveling circus and menagerie. They spent long days crammed together under the hot sun as an endless stream of curious people jostled to catch a glimpse of them. See, these people weren't used to seeing reindeer, so they just came, they paid money and stared at the reindeer. But the reindeer they're not real happy. Even at night, there was little rest. Some nights, to pass the time, Mama would tell stories. Oh, it was a magical place. The air was crisp and cold, and the ground was always covered with a cool blanket of white snow. Oh, your father and I were free to roam under the glow of the North Star. Dasher, the youngest reindeer, loved Mama's stories. Is that the North Star, Mama? Yes, the very same. Oh, we always knew we were home when it was directly overhead. Oh, I wish we could go there, said Dasher. I do too, but Mr. Finnegan is not kind to animals who try to escape. Day after day, under the watchful eye of Mr. Finnegan, the reindeer family delighted crowds wherever they went. Dasher liked being with her family, and she loved meeting so many children who were always very kind to her. Sometimes they even fed her carrots. They were her favorite food. But at night, while the others were sleeping, she would lie awake, gazing at that bright star on the horizon, wishing for crisp, cold air and cool blankets of white snow. One night, mighty winds shook the circus tents and rattled the animals' cages. Ooh, it sounds like a storm. Dasher was wide awake, wishing on the North Star when she was startled by a loud creak. The gate to their pen had swung open. Dasher could hear rustling from inside Mr. Finnegan's trailer. She glanced up at the North Star. She looked back at her sleeping family. She knew that this might be her only chance. Her heart pounded. She took a deep breath, and then she ran as fast as she could. She escaped. On she went for hours with the North Star as her guide. But no matter how far she traveled, it was still way off in the horizon. Dasher began to wonder if she would ever make it there. She thought about turning back, but she couldn't remember the way. She didn't know what to do. So she looked up at the North Star and she made a wish. Just then, Dasher heard something in the distance. A soft jingling coming from the woods. There, in a clearing, Dasher saw a man and a horse. I'm sorry, Santa. The sleigh is just so heavy this year. Now, don't you worry, Silver Bell. We'll take all the breaks you need. But the children, said the horse, they'll be heartbroken if we can't deliver all these toys by Christmas morning. Children, thought Dasher. So she stepped forward. Maybe I can help, she said. Well, hello there, said the man. Dasher walked closer. The man smiled. Have you ever pulled a sleigh? I've never even seen a sleigh, but I pull a wagon just about every night. Well, how would you like to make a whole bunch of children very happy on Christmas morning? Oh, I would like that very much, said Dasher. Santa thanked Dasher and attached her harness. That's the thing attached to him, so he can pull. It was soft against her fur, and its jingling bells made the most beautiful sound she had ever heard. Santa climbed into his sleigh. Dasher pulled with all her might, and then suddenly the load felt lighter. And Dasher looked down. They were flying. Holy cow. All night, Dasher and Silver Bell, that's the horse, pulled Santa's sleigh through the air as Santa guided it from rooftop to rooftop, delivering toys to children everywhere. Oh, Dasher had never experienced such a thrill. And she ate so many carrots, she felt like she would burst. Now, you know why that is? Because often we set cookies out for Santa and a carrot for his reindeer. She was having so much fun, she almost forgot about the North Star. As the first light of dawn appeared on the horizon, they landed. Oh, the air was crisp and cold, and the ground was covered with a cool blanket of white snow. Dasher searched for the North Star on the horizon, but couldn't find it anywhere. Santa smiled. Dasher, look up. And there it was, directly overhead. Is that the North Star? Merry Christmas and welcome home, said Santa. The North Pole was just as wonderful as Mama's stories. Dasher roamed wherever she pleased, and Santa gave her all the carrots she wanted. But something was missing. I love it here, she told Santa. But I miss my family. I wish we could be together. Santa smiled. That's your best wish yet, Dasher. Let's go find them. Late that night, Dasher guided Santa's sleigh all the way to J.P. Finnegan's traveling circus and menagerie. Mama, Papa, everyone wake up. Mama lifted her. Dasher? Is it really you? It's me, Mama. She told her family all about Santa and Silver Bell, the horse, and how the North Pole was just as amazing as Mama's stories. But I missed you. You were all I wished for. Dasher led her family to Santa's sleigh, and Santa attached their harnesses. You're not going to believe this part. Whoa. When Christmas Eve arrived, Silver Bell watched as Santa prepared his team. Are you sure you don't want to come? Asked Dasher. Oh, I'm sure. I know the 8 of you will do a fine job. Late that night, as Santa and his new team of reindeer soared around the world, he called them by name for the very first time. Now, Dasher! Now, Dancer! Now, Prancer and Vixen! On, Comet! On, Cupid! On, Donner and Blitzen! On Christmas morning, after all the toys had been delivered, they flew back to the North Pole, where they still live happily today. There, the air is crisp and cold. The ground is always covered with a cool blanket of white snow. And Dasher has everything she ever wished for. I think this last picture is very sweet. You see Dasher there, and she's looking up at the star, but all we see are the star's rays, but we know what she's doing. It was that North Star. Her mother told her stories about it, and she was looking for it, but it was kind of down low. It wasn't up high. Like her mother said, it was always right above them. Well, that's if they were in the North Pole. But guess what? Dasher got there. She got to the North Pole. Yeah, she flew. I mean, the air was crisp and cold, and there was snow on the ground. Everything was perfect. But she missed something. What did she miss? She missed her family. And lots of times, it's at Christmas time that we want to be with our family, right? Don't you love being with your family? And when you cannot be with your family, you at least know maybe you can call them or write them. We do things to try and connect with our family. Yeah, but then look at this picture. Isn't this wonderful? There they all are. That's Dasher and the whole family. His mother, father, and his brothers and sisters. They didn't know how to fly, but there was some magic involved here. Yeah. Now, this was before Rudolph came onto the scene, so just know that. You know, Rudolph wasn't always around. But I just think these pictures are so wonderful, and I just loved, look at that. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Yeah. Oh, I hope you loved this book as much as I do. It's just so, I guess it's magical. That's what it is. But you know, Dasher starts out, she has to really think, when that gate opens, is she going to escape, run away, or is she going to stay with her family? Something told her, run now, run. And she ran and she ran. But then she was lost. She didn't know where she was. She didn't know how to get back. But What did she hear? Yes, that's right. The book lady brought her bells. She heard those bells, and that was when Santa delivered his packages with Silverbell, a horse. But Silverbell was getting old. So they asked Dasher, you want to join us? Well, she's just a reindeer. She can't fly. What are we going to do here? Magic. That's what this book is all about. Magic, 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 and how much we need and want our family. And then we read The Boy and the Bear. I just think this is sweet, and I love the illustrations. I especially like the boy. I just think, I don't know, and yet the boy doesn't have, his face is just 2 dots and a mouth, but somehow you can tell by looking at that picture that he's kind of lonely and he's missing the bear. Even though the bear wasn't probably the best friend in the world because the bear couldn't play hide and seek. You saw that picture. That was so funny. Where are we? Okay, here I come. Find me. There he is. Yet, the bear and the boy became very good friends. And when winter came and the bear went away, the boy missed him very much. He sent out his boats. What's that one say? Missed you. Yeah, missed you. Oh, it's just a sweet book. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. Well, you know, I am going to go back to the library to find some more books. I have a special book that I can't wait to read to all of you. It's a real good one, and it sort of touches on some of the things we discussed today. Yeah. That whole connection with the people you love, and your family, friends. Think about the people you love and how much they love you. Until then, I hope I run into you at the library. And remember, you can watch The Book Lady, any of the episodes. Look at all these wonderful books we've read. Oh, we have read so many books. And all you have to do is go to YouTube on your computer and type in The Book Lady. I think we read a book about cows who could type. Well, have your cow type it in. The Book Lady. And for those of you who are celebrating Christmas, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. Have fun, enjoy family, be good. And until next time, I'm the Book Lady, and I will be back with 2 books just for you. Bye-bye.